So today we're going to be talking about Mohamed Salah, and I think it's fair to say that Mohamed Salah is one of the least understood players in the Premier League at the moment. Now, I'm going to address a lot of criticism that Mohamed Salah has been facing, and I am a massive fan of the man. He's brought us so much happiness since he's been at Liverpool and since he's joined us. But a lot of people are starting to say that Mohamed Salah is unfortunately a greedy striker. He doesn't pass the ball, he's all about himself, and he's lost his values. Now, I think it's quite unfair to say this. Mohamed Salah, firstly, we're going to talk about the fact that he is not greedy. He is a striker, and a striker's job is to score goals. Now, if Mohamed Salah was to look up every single time he got the ball and was to make that pass, he wouldn't score all the time like he did. But wait just there. Against Manchester United, when I was biting my nails in the last few minutes, have a look at what Mohamed Salah's done there. Run up the wing with the ball from Alisson, and he's slotted at home like he knows how to do. He's also had some extremely amazing moments this season, and I mean, let's not forget that penalty in the Champions League final, especially considering that Sergio Ramos went and completely ruled him out of the final the year before that. And it's important to also remember, as we're talking about the Champions League final, that he is a fan's favourite. Just look at this. Let's put it on the big screen.
If I hadn't seen such riches, I could live with the Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing. Salah, Egyptian king. Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah, running down the wing.
And wow, what an incredible atmosphere. Apparently there were 90,000 people there, all the way in Madrid, to support the Redmen. I don't know how many of them actually got tickets. I know I didn't get tickets, unfortunately, but what an atmosphere, what an event. And let's go back to Mohamed Salah. So this man has been working so hard. If you just look at how much he covers the pitch, how much running he does, he is incredible. So when I'm watching him from the main stands, I can actually see the pitch quite well. And when we are attacking towards the Kop, I'm not even joking, on our defence, Mohamed Salah runs back to get the ball. He doesn't just sit up there like a lot of strikers like to. He is impeccable. And I think anyone that criticises him, I've been hearing rumours that we're going to be getting rid of him and stuff like that. Honestly, don't call yourself a Liverpool fan if you're saying stuff like that. Shut up, mind your business. This is the best season we've had since I was born. Champions League final 1 year, obviously didn't work out in Kiev, but then we've gone and won the Champions League in Madrid, and we're 16 points clear at the moment, and potentially going to be 19 points clear by this weekend. You heard me right, 19 points clear of Manchester City, who are in second place, and Leicester. Well, I don't want to speak bad about Leicester because I'm a fan of football and I quite like what Leicester have done. I mean, not many teams get promoted and have a moment like that. Incredible, incredible Leicester. So I have to give it to them. But, you know, this is the league of big boys. This is Liverpool FC. We've been around for a long time and we're going to be around for a much longer time. Unlike Manchester United, who just seem to fit into sixth place or creep further down the table. And let's not talk about Arsenal, shall we? I pity their fans. I absolutely pity them. But let's just leave it there, shall we? Liverpool are having an incredible season, and we need to realise this is not the time to be criticising players. I mean, we've got people like Van Dijk, Trent, Robertson, and I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, Safe, in your video last week, you went and criticised Robertson. I was not criticising him. Just watch a few bits of the video. But there seems to be a particular growing animosity towards Andy Robertson. As the season's gone on, Andy Robertson has become one of the more fiery players in the Premier League, running up and down that left flank, going into tackles so bravely, and obviously getting into regular scraps with opposition players. In fact, there's quite a large collection of players that don't seem to like Andy Robertson. We'll start with the obvious two, Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi. But can you blame them? If I was 3-0 up and lost 4-0, I don't know how I would feel. And here's a few more examples. Whenever Liverpool play Man City, Bernardo Silva and Robertson use it as an opportunity to lock horns and go at each other for a full 90 minutes throughout the game. You've got the Flamengo defender Rafinha, who in the Club World Cup final found himself on the receiving end of Robertson's newfound style of football. But I suppose you get on the wrong side of Sadio Mane and Robertson is going to come for you. So Robertson's tenacity, his ability to get under the skins of opponents is why we love him. And let's face it, if he played for City or if he played for Manchester United, we would absolutely hate Robertson's guts. But I suppose I take that as a compliment because that is what we love so much about Robertson. But the question is now, is Andy Robertson taking it too far? I was asking, has Robertson taken it too far? The simple answer to that is no. As I literally just said, we need players like that. Klopp saw Robertson from Hull and brought him into Liverpool. A lot of people didn't want him. There really wasn't any competition to buy Robertson from Hull, but Klopp went and picked him up. Why? Because Klopp has this incredible ability to see something in players that nobody else can see. When we bought Van Dijk for £75 million, how many people told us that was going to be a waste of money? Oh, and look, I can just think about all the United fans that were quite jealous of our signing of Van Dijk. But he has turned out to be potentially one of the best ever centre-backs to grace a football pitch. And now we've got people like Robertson that I was talking about previously. Robertson has been absolutely phenomenal. Yes, he has ups and downs like every single player. He's missed a few tackles here and there and he's committed a few fouls. But we need players that let other strikers on the pitch know that we are the dominant team. And that is why Robertson's there. Now, what I was going to say is why we should cut Mohamed Salah slack is this man over here, this beautiful Egyptian that you're looking at on the screen, has been given strict instructions by Jurgen Klopp. Strikers have different traits. We've got people like Roberto Firmino, who plays the false nine, drops back, makes the passes, isn't exactly the top goal scorer in the team. Then we've got people like Sadio Mane, who goes running at players. We've got Salah, who also goes running at players. But guess what? Salah is best when he's going straight for goal. Mane, probably not. Maybe he has an extra ability to find people that Salah doesn't. But let me tell you one thing. Salah knows how to find the back of that net because he did it a lot last season. How many times precisely? That's what I thought. So while you're sitting on your fat bum in the warmth at home, Mohamed Salah is running his off at Anfield trying to get us goals, and all you can do is sit there and criticise us. 19 points clear, for God's sake. Stop complaining. And that is the end of my little rant at some of the Liverpool fans that are not very faithful to our team. So with that said, I'll see you guys later. And if you guys haven't, make sure you check out my video and hit the subscribe button down there. And with that said, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.